So how do you calculate the median when they display the data as opposed to listing it out for you? Well, this is just like calculating the mean when the data is displayed. And what you essentially have to do is list out all the data, then you can put it in order, and then you can find the median the same way that you always do. So here's the situation where Mr. Lin has 4 classes, Ms. Ross has 3 classes, Ms. Kelly has 5 classes, Ms. Moss has 9 classes, Mr. Jackson has 3 classes, and Ms. Jackson has 4 classes. We're supposed to find the median number of classes. So what you're going to do is very simply take the numbers and put them in order. So the smallest number I have is 3, but there are 2 3s. Then I have 2 4s. And then I have 1 5. And I have a 9. So 2 3s, 2 4s, 1 5, and 1 9. I'm now going to just count from the outsides. So 3 and 9, 2 and 5, 4 and 4. Since there are 2 numbers in the center, 4 and 4 in this case, that I'm going to find the average of those 2. Well, you should know if you add 4 plus 4, that gives you 8, and 8 divided by 2 takes you right back to 4. So that actually gives you a little bit of a shortcut in the future. If your 2 middle numbers are the same, the median is just whatever that number is. So if you have 2 4s, the median is 4. Let's try it again. So we have the neighborhood and the number of fire hydrants. So Clearwater has 17, and then Babylon Brook has 8. Shamrock has 15, Hidden Village has 21, and Tower Terrace is 12. So what are the median number of fire hydrants? The smallest number is 8. And then you have 12 comes next. And sometimes it's good to mark them off. 8, and then 12, and then 15, and then 17, and then 21. So we have all our numbers in order. So now that the numbers are in order, from the outside, 18 and 21, 12 and 17. So there's only one number in the middle, which is 15. So my median is 15. Now we're going to find the median of injured players. But this time, you can see that there is a frequency of injuries. So the following frequency table shows a number of players on the Russian Bears volleyball team that have been injured for each match this year. So we're looking for the median number of injured players. So in every match, here's the number of players that were injured. So there were 0 matches where 0 players were injured. There were 2 matches where 1 player was injured. So that's going to be 1 is going to show up twice. There was 1 match where 2 players were injured, so 2 will show up 1 time. There were 0 matches where 3 players were injured, so there will be no 3s. And there was 1 match where 4 players were injured, so you should have a 4 1 time. So now that we understand that these numbers are in order, and so what we're going to do is now count from the outside. 1 and 4, 1 and 2. Since there are 2 numbers in the center, 1 plus 2 is 3. There are 2 numbers, so you divide it by 2. So 3 divided by 2 is going to be 1.5 or 1.5. Why? Because 2 goes into 3 1 time. The product of 2, a difference of 1. Add a decimal, bring it up, so you can add a 0 and bring it down. This is 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times because the product is 10 and the difference is 0, so the answer is 1.5. So now we're looking for the median of the data in the dot plot below. So these are different masses of rocks in Nigel's collection. So these are pretty much already in order because they're on a number line. So we have a 35, 2 38s, 2 39s, a 41, I'm sorry, 2 39s, a 41, a 42, 2 43s, and a 44. Okay, so now if we count from the ends, we have 35 and 34. We have 38 and 43, 38 and 43, 39 and 42, 39 and 41. So since there's no single number in the middle, take the average of the two, 39 and 41. So it's really the number in between. So 39, 40, 41. So I know the answer is 40 because 39 plus 41 is going to give you 80. You're supposed to divide that by 2. And 80 divided by 2 is 40. So my median would be 40. So that's the gist of the skill. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more just to make sure that we're not missing any variations. So we're going to go a little faster this time. We have here, we have a 0, a 1, a 5, a 7, 2 8s, 3 9s, 9, 9, 9, and 3 10s. So we have 0 and 10, 1 and 10, 5 and 10, 7 and 9, 8 and 9, 8 and 9. So there's nothing in the middle, so I need to take those 2. So the number in between 8 and 9 is 8.5. Why? Because 8 plus 9 is 17. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5 because 2 goes into 17 8 times to be 16. A difference of 1. Add a decimal. So you can add a decimal up top. Add a 0 and bring it down. It's 10. 2 goes into 10. 5 times. So that's 8.5. So again, we have 20. 23 is there twice. 25 is there twice. 27 is there 3 times. And 28 is here once. So now that they're in order, or they're already in order, 20 and 28, 23 and 27, 23 and 27, 25 and 27, and there's only one number in the center, which is 25. So my median is 25. Jose tracks how many times he got fast food each month. So we had 12, 10, 18, 4, and 2. What is the median? You're going to put them in order. 2 is the smallest, then 4, then 10, then 12, then 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 data pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 data pieces. I like to check to make sure that I have them all there. 2 and 18, 4 and 10, and 4 and 12. Leaves 10 in the center. So ultimately, my median is 10. And then finally, I have 81, 82, 83 is there twice, 84 is twice, 85 is twice, 81, 85, 82, 85, 83, 84, and 83 and 84. So those two will be together. The number in between 83 and 84 is 83.5. If we weren't sure, 83 plus 84 is supposed to be divided by 2. So that's 167 divided by 2. So 2 goes into 167 8 times. 8 times 2 is 16. 0, bring down to 7. 2 goes into 7 3 times to be 6. A difference of 1. Add a decimal and bring it up. So you can add a 0 and bring it down. That's 10. 2 goes into 10 5 times. And like I said, 83.5. So the process is not much more difficult. The only thing that you have to do is find out what the numbers are yourself when they display the data for you. So I hope that helps. Let's get it done.